Embarking on a quest for finding a serving director can be daunting, in fact, intimidating and overwhelming at times. There's no doubt about that. But what if I told you that there were two standout traits and qualities that you should look for in a serving director that actually makes the search, the hunt, a lot easier? Well, stand by, and I'm about to give you those two very specific traits that will enable you to find the serving director who will see your leadership pipeline flourish. Hi, I'm John Finkelde from Grow a Healthy Church. Welcome to this episode of Build a Leadership Pipeline. It's a great series, and I hope it's helping you to date. And in this current kind of flow of episodes, we're looking at the role, the crucial, central role of a serving director. I don't think you can actually build a healthy leadership pipeline without a serving director. So, in today's episode, I'm going to teach you what specific traits, characteristics to look for in a serving director. I'm going to give you a one specific step you can take right now to help find the right person. I'm going to help you understand what makes an excellent serving director. And lastly, I'm going to give you a simple challenge. Yeah, sometimes challenges don't hurt us, do they? Going to give you a simple challenge to help you in building a great, healthy serving culture and a brilliant leadership pipeline. Okay, these are the two essential, I think, non negotiable traits that you look for in a potential serving director. The first one is they're organized. Organized people do really well in the serving director role. People who kind of like lists, people who like spreadsheets, people who like getting things down on paper or into their laptop and kind of working out how will this work, how will this handle, how will that frame out for us. And those sort of people who love that systems approach, that approach that has standard operating procedures, SOPs. I love SOPs. They really help. I think teams do really well in their work. So give this some thought. You really want someone who's really going to be good at consistently organizing all the data around serving your church. They're going to be regular in following people up with email and phone calls. They're not going to be haphazard, disorganized. Oh, I wonder where I put that, or I wonder when that happened. Oh, I forgot completely about that. You don't really want that sort of person as your serving director. You want someone who's kind of able to tick the boxes as they go through, put a line through the to-do list. It kind of works out how to make life work. You do not want a dysfunctional, disorganized, all over the shop person as your serving director. Now, some people may need some training to help them get better organized. Some people don't know how to build those systems and those structures. So if they come up with trait number two that I'm going to give you in a minute, and you think, oh, they're not really as organized as I like, I think you can train people to be better organized than what they are. I think you can teach them systems. I think you can give them step by step SOPs, standard operating procedures. You can give those to them so they can work through systematically through the things because people will need to have a systematic approach to doing this job well because you are handling people. And in handling people, you want to do that not only in an efficient manner, but in an effective way that people feel appreciated and cared for. Now, what's the second trait? Well, the second trait is that they're personable, they're relational, they're warm. They know how to get on with people. They've got those smarts, those EQ, emotional intelligence smarts. They've got the ability to do small chat. They've got the ability to connect with strangers. So your ideal person in this role, and I think about my wife, Diane. Diane is an introvert, but she knows how to relate and connect with people. Now, at times, too much of that will drain her as an introvert. But when Diane was the serving director in our church, and she's highly structured, highly competent in organization and systems and skills in that area, the relational side, she would just kind of get herself into a place of, right, I got to talk to a bundle of people. Probably not my preferred thing as an introvert, but I'm going to make this work. I know how to put on that skill set. I know how to put on love. I know how to put on kindness, and I'm going to work with people and connect with them. So you don't necessarily need a sanguine extrovert for this role. It can be an introvert who knows how to work relationally with people because one of the aspects of the whole serving director's role, one of the tasks that you would have seen in the download of the role profile, the job description, is that they need to work with new people in the church. They need to work with your new people's director. We got one of them. I think they're a good thing to have as well. But we won't go down that sidetrack. I haven't got time for that today. I think, though, as they work with the new people's director, then they'll connect with new people. And they've got to have the skills to talk with a stranger in a way that makes the stranger feel not pressured, not recruited, but appreciated and valued and connected with and understood where they're at in their journey. So the relational, personable aspects, that trait is so important. So there you go. As you're on the hunt for your serving director, those two traits are what you got to keep your eye on. Are they organized? Can they follow systems, SOPs? Can they make it work systematically? Can they work through things in a way that's well organized and structured? And secondly, are they personable and relational? Now, if I had the choice between the two, I would say go with the strength they've got. So if they're organized, great, but they're like my wife Diane, introverted, then you're going to have to train them in the relational side. If they're strong relationally, really good connected with people, but disorganized, tend to be all over the shop, bit ad hoc, then you can train them in the area of being organized. So if you haven't got the perfect mix, don't worry, a bundle of training, but I would want strength in one of those areas, at least initially, knowing that I could train someone up in the other area. So there you go, the two traits as you're on the hunt for a serving director. I pray that that prayer thing is really happening for you. The prayer surge is giving you ideas. Maybe, Pastor, you've already put on the hat of the serving director and you're working well with that. That's cool as well. But I'm going to believe with you that you will find the serving director just right for your church. So if you haven't subscribed yet to this series, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you if you're already subscribing. Get the rest of the 27 episodes of this limited edition Build a Leadership Pipeline series. And let me leave you with one last challenge. Now, in the notes, there's a link. There's a link to a 3-minute evaluation quiz on how to master the art of building a serving culture. This quiz will really help you and it'll give you ideas, it'll inspire you. You actually get a full blown report with all sorts of ideas of how you can strengthen and boost the serving culture in your church. Encourage you. Have a look in the notes, click on that 3 minutes. That's all it'll take you to do the evaluation quiz. And I'll see you in the next episode. God bless.